Let yourself arrive now at the threshold of a perfect stillness. Breathe in and feel the gentle pull of gravity as it guides you deeper into this moment. Your body is already beginning to remember what calm feels like. The weight of your shoulders softens just slightly with each passing second. Your chest rises and falls in rhythm with the quiet pulse of relaxation moving through you. Now let your awareness drift inward toward the very center of your being. Imagine there exists within you a single atom of pure peace. This atom glows softly like a tiny star nestled deep within your heart. It radiates warmth that flows outward in smooth waves through your entire form. Feel how this single point of serenity begins to expand ever so gently. It grows from something smaller than thought into a steady current of ease. As it expands, it touches every part of you with tender reassurance. Your muscles respond by letting go of tension they didn't even know they were holding. Your mind quiets naturally without effort as this peaceful energy moves through you. You are becoming more present with each breath, more grounded in this moment. Allow yourself to sink into the sensation of being completely held and supported. Now picture a frequency beginning to resonate around you. It moves at exactly 432 hertz, carrying vibrations that align with natural harmony. This tone wraps around your body like a cocoon made of sound itself. Each wave carries healing information that speaks directly to your cells. They respond by returning to their most balanced state of being. The frequency moves through bone and tissue, clearing away stress like mist in sunlight. You can almost feel the difference as your nervous system begins to reset. Your heartbeat slows to match the rhythm of deep relaxation. Your breathing becomes slower, deeper, more nourishing with each cycle. This sound works beneath your conscious awareness like a gentle tuning fork, bringing every part of you back into perfect internal alignment. Now allow this healing vibration to guide your attention outward, beyond the boundaries of your physical form, into a space of infinite calm. You begin to sense the presence of a place designed specifically for your rest. A sanctuary where time moves differently and peace is the only constant. Imagine stepping forward through a veil of shimmering light. As you cross this threshold, all remaining tension simply melts away. before you stretches an endless field of soft emerald grass. This is the verdant cradle, a realm built from pure restoration. Each blade of grass hums quietly underfoot, creating a natural symphony. The sound is so subtle, you might mistake it for silence itself. But listen closely, and you'll hear the gentle music of well-being. Walk slowly across this meadow, feeling the coolness rise from the earth. Tiny droplets of dew form beneath your feet, then vanish before they can touch you. This is the moisture of renewal evaporating into pure refreshment. With each step you take, you become lighter, more buoyant, more free. The ground supports you perfectly, requiring nothing more than your presence. Above you, the atmosphere glows with a soft, translucent light. It has the color of jade, but holds no sharp edges, only warmth. This luminous sphere encases the entire meadow like a protective embrace. Within its boundaries, nothing harmful can exist. Everything is filtered into healing. You are completely safe here, wrapped in layers of gentle guardianship. Lift your gaze upward and watch as the sky unfolds above you. Stars appear not as distant points of light, but as living blossoms. They open slowly like flowers in reverse, revealing their inner beauty. As each petal unfurls, it releases trails of glowing pollen. This bioluminescence drifts downward like snow made of captured starlight. The particles brush against your skin, leaving behind warmth and wonder. Some settle on your clothing, others dissolve the moment they make contact. There is no pattern to their movement, only graceful randomness. Like watching dreams take visible form in the space around you. Each speck carries with it a fragment of cosmic peace. Breathe deeply and taste the richness of the air surrounding you. It holds the scent of moss after rainfall, thick and sweet and grounding. This fragrance fills your lungs and settles into your bones. You can feel it working to restore balance to every system within you. The sweetness lingers, not cloying, but deeply satisfying. Find a comfortable spot among the grass and allow yourself to settle. The blades cushion your body, perfectly conforming to your shape. They continue their quiet humming, as if welcoming you home. Here, there is no need to move or strive or accomplish anything. Rest is not earned here. It is simply given freely and completely. Feel the way your thoughts begin to slow and soften around the edges. Ideas that once seemed urgent now drift by like clouds in a summer sky. You observe them without attachment, simply noticing their presence. Then they fade naturally, making room for deeper tranquility. This process requires no effort from you, only openness and acceptance. Notice how different this feels from the mental chatter of daily life. Here, your mind can finally rest in the spaciousness of true silence. Even when thoughts arise, they carry the quality of gentle whispers. Nothing demands your attention. Everything simply is as it should be. In this place, you remember who you are beyond roles and responsibilities. You are consciousness, resting temporarily in human form. You are awareness experiencing itself through the lens of embodiment. And right now, you are exactly where you need to be, completely supported by forces far greater than any personal concern, protected by the same love that holds planets in their orbits. Allow the bioluminescent pollen to continue its slow descent around you. Each particle carries within it the memory of stellar creation. They remind you that you too are made of star stuff, atoms forged in ancient furnaces, now arranged in patterns of beauty. There is magic in your very cellular structure, waiting to be remembered. Feel the connection between your essence and the vast cosmos above. You are not separate from this display, but an integral part of it. Every breath you take links you to the rhythm of universal expansion. Every heartbeat echoes the pulse that moves galaxies through space. In this recognition, there is profound comfort and belonging. Let the jade light surrounding this meadow bathe you in its glow. Feel how it penetrates your skin, warming you from the inside out. This illumination carries no harshness, only nurturing radiance. It seems to activate healing responses throughout your entire being. Cells regenerate more efficiently, tissues repair themselves naturally. Your immune system strengthens simply by existing in this environment. Stress hormones dissolve like morning mist, touched by golden sunlight. In their place flows a cascade of wellness and vitality. You can almost taste the difference in the quality of your blood. Richer, oxygenated, more capable of delivering nutrients precisely where needed. Watch as the reverse blooming stars continue their patient dance above. Their movements create patterns that seem both random and intentional. Like a cosmic choreography, designed specifically for your relaxation. The trails of light they leave behind form temporary constellations. Each arrangement tells a story of peace written in celestial script. Some clusters resemble familiar shapes, while others remain beautifully mysterious. There is no need to understand them, only to witness their beauty. Understanding will come naturally when your system is fully restored. For now, simply let the visual feast nourish your soul directly. Absorb the colors and movements like food for your spirit. Feel how the moss, sweet air continues to deepen your state of calm. With each inhalation, you draw in not just oxygen, but tranquility itself. Your lungs expand fully for the first time in weeks, or months, or years. They remember what it feels like to be completely filled and emptied. Without strain, without effort, just natural rhythmic exchange. As you lie here, surrounded by grass and light and falling stars, notice how your relationship with time begins to shift and soften. Seconds stretch into gentle eternities, filled with pure presence. Minutes flow like honey warmed by the sun's slow and golden. There is nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. The concept of rushing dissolves entirely in this atmosphere of ease. Even the idea of needing to relax fades as you realize you already are. Relaxation is not a destination here, but your natural state of being. Everything else was just a temporary forgetting of this truth. And now you are remembering with perfect clarity and grace. The 432 Hz frequency continues its work beneath the surface of awareness, tuning your biochemistry to resonate with optimal health, aligning your chakras and meridians with effortless precision, clearing energetic blockages that may have accumulated over time, creating space for new possibilities to emerge naturally. Feel how this sonic healing reaches parts of you that words cannot touch. Your DNA responds by returning to its most coherent configuration. Ancient wisdom stored in your genetic material begins to awaken, guiding your body back toward its original blueprint of wholeness. This is not about fixing what is broken, but enhancing what already works. Allow the humming grass to lull you into ever deeper states of peace. Its vibration matches the frequency of healthy cellular communication. As you absorb this resonance, your own systems begin to harmonize, Organs work together more efficiently, hormones balance naturally. Your entire physiology moves toward optimal functioning without force. Watch as the bioluminescent pollen begins to gather around you, not in overwhelming quantities, but in delicate wisps of light. They seem drawn to your energy field like moths to a gentle flame. But instead of consuming, they nourish and illuminate. Each particle adds another layer of cosmic support to your experience. You are becoming a beacon of tranquility yourself now, radiating the same peaceful frequencies that surround you. This creates a feedback loop of healing that amplifies naturally. The more relaxed you become, the more healing energy flows to you. The more healing energy you receive, the deeper your relaxation becomes. Feel how the jade light sphere pulses gently like a massive heart. Its rhythm synchronizes with your own heartbeat over time, creating a bond between your being and this sacred space. You are not visiting this place, you are reconnecting with it. It has always existed within you, waiting for this moment of return. As the reverse blooming stars reach the peak of their nightly display, notice how their light seems to penetrate deeper into your awareness. Colors you didn't know existed begin to reveal themselves. Shades of violet, blue that speak to your third eye chakra, warm amber, golds that activate feelings of safety and belonging, cool silver, whites that enhance mental clarity and focus, deep emerald, greens that connect you to earth-based healing. These hues work directly on your energetic anatomy without your conscious effort. They bypass the rational mind and speak directly to your soul. In this way, healing happens at the deepest possible level. The moss, sweet air now carries hints of other fragrances as well. Subtle notes of vanilla and cinnamon woven through the dominant scent. These additions trigger memories of comfort from your earliest experiences. The smell of home, the feeling of being cared for unconditionally. Your nervous system recognizes these signals and responds accordingly. Stress responses shut down, completely replaced by states of trust. Your body remembers what it feels like to be truly safe, to exist without the constant low-level vigilance of modern life. This remembrance brings tears of relief that evaporate as they form, cleared away by the same loving atmosphere that holds you now. Feel the way the grass continues to support your physical form. It adjusts automatically to provide exactly the comfort you need. Whether that means firm support or soft cushioning depends on your body's wisdom. You require nothing external to maintain this perfect equilibrium. Everything necessary for your complete restoration is provided naturally. The 432 Hz frequency now resonates through your entire energy field. It creates standing waves of peace that amplify with each passing moment. Your aura expands and brightens as this healing penetrates deeper. Areas of congestion or dullness clear like fog touched by morning light. Your electromagnetic field returns to its natural state of coherence. Watch as the bioluminescent pollen begins to form patterns in the air. N-O-T, Chinese letter, arranged, but flowing according to invisible currents of energy. These formations seem to mirror the processes happening within you. As your emotional body clears, so do the spaces between the light particles. As your mental field stabilizes, so do the movements of the glowing trails. You and this environment are becoming one unified field of healing. Separation dissolves into the recognition of fundamental interconnectedness. What heals you also heals the space around you, and vice versa. This mutual enhancement creates exponential benefits that multiply over time. You are not receiving healing, you are participating in it. Feel how the jade light sphere pulses in perfect synchronization. Now, its rhythm matches not just your heartbeat, but your breath as well, and even the subtle electrical activity of your brainwaves. This alignment creates a state of entrainment that deepens rapidly. Your entire being begins to vibrate at the frequency of pure well-being. The reverse blooming stars begin their gradual descent toward the horizon, but their departure brings not sadness, but anticipation, for you know they will return again in their own perfect timing. Just as you will return to this space whenever you need to, because it lives not outside you, but within your own consciousness. The moss, sweet air now carries whispers of future possibilities, gentle suggestions of joy, creativity, and expanded awareness. These seeds of potential are planted directly in your subconscious mind, where they will grow naturally according to their own inner wisdom. You don't need to nurture them. or force their development. Simply by experiencing this space, you have activated their growth. Feel how the grass beneath you has become warmer somehow, its temperature adjusting to provide exactly the comfort you desire. This is the intelligence of the meadow responding to your needs. It reads your energy field and adjusts conditions accordingly. The 432 Hz frequency now permeates every cell of your being. It acts like a tuning fork for your highest vibrational state. Any dissonance within your system resolves naturally into harmony. Physical discomfort, emotional residue, mental static all dissolve, leaving behind only the pure essence of who you truly are. Watch as the bioluminescent pollen begins to coalesce around your heart center, forming a small sphere of concentrated light that pulses gently. This represents the core of your renewed connection to peace. A portable sanctuary you can access anytime simply by remembering. The location doesn't matter, the feeling is what matters most. Feel how the jade light sphere continues to hold and protect you. Its boundaries expand to encompass not just your body, but your entire field. You exist now within multiple layers of loving containment. Physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, all supported simultaneously. This is what complete healing feels like when it is allowed to unfold. The reverse blooming stars have nearly completed their nightly cycle. Their final moments bring a sense of completion and fulfillment, like the last notes of a beautiful song fading into silence. But this silence is not empty. It is full of potential, pregnant with all the peace you have absorbed and integrated. The moss, sweet air now carries the essence of integration itself, helping your system assimilate all the healing you have received. Like a master chef, blending ingredients into a perfect meal. Your consciousness weaves together all these elements seamlessly, creating a new baseline of well-being that feels completely natural. Feel how the grass beneath you has begun to release more subtle vibrations. Its humming shifts to match the exact frequency of your relaxed state. This creates a resonance chamber of peace that amplifies indefinitely. The more you relax, the more supportive the environment becomes. The more supportive the environment, the deeper your relaxation grows. The 432 Hz frequency now serves as an anchor for this experience, a tone you can recall anytime to return to this state of being, whether through meditation breathwork or simple intention. The pathway back to this peace is now permanently established, encoded in your cellular memory and accessible at will. Watch as the concentrated sphere of light around your heart begins to expand, growing until it encompasses your entire being in a cocoon of warmth. This is your personal aura of tranquility, now strengthened and stabilized. It will accompany you wherever you go, serving as a constant reminder that peace is not conditional, but your natural inheritance. Feel how the jade light sphere pulses with increasing gentleness now, its rhythm slowing to match the deepest levels of your relaxation, creating a meditative state that borders on transcendence. Time seems to suspend itself in deference to your healing journey, allowing you to absorb every beneficial aspect of this experience. The reverse blooming stars have completed their cycle and faded from view, but their influence remains embedded in the fabric of this space. Their energy continues to support your ongoing restoration, like the echo of a perfect moment reverberating through eternity. You carry their light within you now as a permanent gift. The moss, sweet air has become almost overwhelmingly rich in its sweetness. Yet rather than cloying, it feels like the purest form of nourishment. Each breath delivers healing directly to the deepest levels of your being. Your lungs expand with gratitude for this opportunity to truly breathe. After so long spent in partial respiration, in incomplete living, feel how the grass beneath you has shifted from support to celebration. Its vibrations now carry notes of joy and accomplishment, recognizing the completion of another successful healing session. Your body responds with spontaneous expressions of gratitude, gentle sighs, and subtle movements that honor the work being done. The 432 Hz frequency now resonates as a constant background tone, so integrated into your awareness that you barely notice its presence. Yet it continues its work of alignment and optimization silently, like the steady beat of a heart that never falters in its service, providing the foundation upon which all healing is built. Watch as the sphere of light around your heart begins to send out tendrils, extending connections to every part of your energy field, creating a network of peace that spans your entire being. Each tendril carries the same quality of unconditional support, ensuring that no part of you is left untouched by healing. Feel how the jade light sphere has now become transparent to your perception, not disappearing, but becoming so aligned with your awareness that you move within it as naturally as fish in water. Its protection is absolute, yet completely unobtrusive, like the love of the universe itself embracing you in perfect safety. The moss, sweet air now carries the scent of completion and integration, signaling that your time in this sacred space is drawing to a close. But completion here does not mean ending, it means fulfillment. All that needed to be healed has been addressed. All that needed to be remembered has been recalled. Feel how the grass beneath you has begun to release its hold slightly, preparing you for the gentle transition back to ordinary awareness. Yet this ordinariness will now be infused with extraordinary peace. The qualities you have absorbed here will inform your daily experience, making challenges easier and joys more vivid and lasting. The 432 Hz frequency begins to fade from active perception, but it remains encoded in your biofield as a permanent resource, a tone you can access anytime through focused intention. To recalibrate your energy and return to this state of balance. It is yours to use as needed throughout your life. Watch as the sphere of light around your heart settles into a steady glow, no longer expanding or contracting, but maintaining perfect equilibrium. This represents the new baseline of peace you have established, a reference point you can return to whenever confusion arises, whenever stress attempts to reassert its temporary dominance. Feel how the jade light sphere has begun to dim its intensity gradually, preparing to withdraw its concentrated support while maintaining connection. Like a parent teaching a child to walk by slowly loosening their grip. The protection remains, but becomes less obvious, more integrated, so that you can function in the world while retaining inner stability. The moss, sweet air, now carries the essence of gratitude and completion, acknowledging the successful conclusion of this healing journey, while honoring the ongoing nature of your spiritual evolution. This was not an ending, but a transformation of relationship from seeking peace to embodying it naturally and completely. Feel how the grass beneath you has released you entirely now, yet its support remains available whenever you choose to return. This meadow exists in the space between breaths, in the pause between heartbeats, in the gap between thoughts, always accessible to those who remember how to listen. As you prepare to return to ordinary awareness, carry with you the knowledge that true peace is not something to be achieved, but something to be remembered and embodied fully. You have returned to your natural state of well-being, refreshed, renewed, and ready to share this peace with the world. You begin to notice the way your breath moves through your body like a slow tide. Each inhale draws cool air down into the base of your lungs, where it pools like mist in a valley. Your chest rises with the weight of this breath, but there is no effort in the lifting. The air carries with it the faint taste of minerals from deep within the earth. You can feel how each molecule of oxygen slips through your bloodstream like silk threads being drawn through water. As you exhale, the warmth leaves your body in gentle waves that ripple outward. Your shoulders drop slightly as the breath empties completely from your lungs. There is a settling that happens in your bones as the air flows out. The space around you seems to pulse gently with each breath you take. This rhythm becomes its own kind of music that plays only for you. Now focus on the point where your back touches whatever surface holds you. Feel how the support distributes itself evenly along your spine like a river finding its course. There is no pressure anywhere that does not belong. Your body melts into this perfect balance between gravity and rest. The weight of your arms feels like they are filled with warm honey, heavy enough to sink, but light enough to float. Your fingers rest open and receptive, as if they might catch falling starlight. The skin on your palms tingles with the possibility of touch. But there is no need to reach for anything at all. Everything you require is already present in this moment. The silence wraps around you like a cloak made of the finest down. Listen to how quiet everything has become inside your mind. Thoughts drift by like clouds moving across a summer sky. Some linger for a moment, then dissolve like sugar in warm tea. Others pass so quickly, you barely notice their shape. There is no need to follow any of them anywhere. They simply come and go like waves, returning to an endless shore. Now let yourself become aware of the temperature of your skin. Feel how the air moves across your face in tiny, invisible currents. There is a coolness that brushes your forehead like the wing of a moth. Warmth gathers in the hollow of your throat like liquid sunlight. Your chest rises and falls with such ease it seems to breathe itself. The breath moves through you like a river through a peaceful valley. Notice how your heartbeat sounds different when you stop trying to hear it. It becomes more of a feeling than a sound, a gentle drumming that echoes in the chambers of your chest. Each beat sends ripples of sensation through your ribcage. Like stones dropped into still water, the circles expand outward until they fade into stillness. Your stomach moves with each breath in a slow dance. The muscles there relax deeper with every exhalation, as if your whole torso is learning how to soften. There is a sweetness in this surrender that tastes like the first rain after drought. Your pelvis settles into perfect alignment without any conscious effort. Gravity and grace working together in perfect harmony. Let your attention drift now to the space just behind your eyes. Feel how the darkness there pulses gently with your heartbeat. There is a warmth that builds in the center of your skull, like honey being stirred slowly in a bowl. Your thoughts become slower and heavier, like autumn leaves falling, each one landing softly in the pool of your awareness. The corners of your mouth turn up slightly without any intention, as if your face is remembering how to smile. There is nothing you need to do to make this happen. Joy arises naturally when resistance finally releases its grip. Your whole body sighs with relief, though no sound escapes. The tension that was there moments ago has simply dissolved. Now imagine that you can see the individual cells in your body, each one glowing with a soft inner light like fireflies in a jar. Watch how they pulse and shimmer in perfect synchronization. Billions of tiny hearts beating in unison. The rhythm they create is ancient and wise, beyond measure. Each cell knows exactly what it needs to thrive. See how they communicate through streams of light. Messages traveling faster than thought between neighbors. Sharing nutrients and information with effortless generosity. There is no competition, here only cooperation. Every cell contributes to the greater harmony, and every cell receives exactly what it requires. Zoom in closer to observe a single cell in detail. Its membrane shimmers like oil on water in the sunlight. Watch how it breathes in and out through countless tiny pores. Each inhalation brings fresh energy from the surrounding fluid. Each exhalation releases waste that becomes food for others. There is beauty in this simple exchange of giving and receiving. Inside the cell, the machinery works with perfect precision. Proteins fold themselves into their correct shapes automatically. DNA replicates with the care of an artist painting a masterpiece. Mitochondria burn fuel and produce energy with quiet efficiency. There is no hurry in any of these processes. Time moves differently here in the realm of the very small. Now pull back to see your entire body as a constellation, each organ glowing with its own particular frequency. Your heart shines brightest of all, pulsing like a red star. The liver glows warm amber like autumn leaves in sunlight. Your brain sparkles with the white light of distant galaxies. All of these lights dancing together in perfect cosmic choreography. Feel how your body exists within a field of energy. Invisible threads connecting you to everything around you. These connections vibrate with the same frequency as your heartbeat. You are never truly separate from anything else. The boundary between self and world is more suggestion than reality. You breathe the same air that the trees exhale. The atoms in your body were forged in the hearts of ancient stars. The calcium in your bones once swam in primordial oceans. The iron in your blood carries the memory of planetary formation. You are made of the same substance as mountains and rivers. The difference is only in the arrangement of particles, arranged in such a way that consciousness can recognize itself. Now expand your awareness beyond the boundaries of your physical form. Feel the room around you as an extension of your own being. Walls become skin, walls become breath, walls become silence. There is no edge where you end and the world begins. Everything flows together like colors mixing in water. The distinction between inside and outside dissolves completely. You are the observer and the observed simultaneously. The one who watches and the one being watched are the same. Consciousness recognizes itself in every reflection, in every surface that catches and returns the light, in every shadow that defines the shape of objects. Awareness expands until it fills the entire universe. Imagine now that you can see the earth from far away, a blue marble suspended in the velvet darkness of space. Watch how it spins slowly on its axis, like a child's top. Continents drift across its surface in geological slow motion. Clouds swirl in patterns that would take centuries to complete. Yet from this distance, time seems to stand perfectly still. See how the oceans reflect the light of the sun. Their surfaces ripple with waves that move like living things. Storms brew and dissipate in the blink of an eye. Yet the planet continues its eternal dance, unchanged. Mountains rise and erode over millions of years. But from here, they appear as permanent features. Now imagine that you are the earth itself. Feel the molten core churning deep within your center. The heat there burns with the intensity of 1,000 suns. Yet on your surface life flourishes in perfect balance. You carry within you the memory of every creature that ever lived. Every breath taken, every love shared, every moment of wonder. Feel how you cradle all life in your generous embrace. Your atmosphere holds everything safely suspended in delicate equilibrium. You spin through space with the grace of a dancer. Your orbit traces perfect ellipses around the central star. Gravity holds you in a lover's embrace that never falters. You are both the dancer and the dance itself. Pull back even further to see the solar system as a whole. Planets orbit in their ancient paths like clockwork gears, each one carrying its own unique story of formation. Asteroids drift lazily through the asteroid belt. Comets streak across the void, leaving trails of ice and dust. The sun burns steadily at the center of it all. Its light travels for 8 minutes to reach your Earth. Yet from this distance, even that journey seems instantaneous. The speed of light becomes irrelevant in the scale of eternity. Everything moves in perfect mathematical harmony. There is no chaos, hear only the music of celestial mechanics. Each body follows its predetermined path with absolute certainty. Now imagine seeing the entire galaxy from the outside. A spiral arm stretching across thousands of light years. Stars clustered together in globular formations like scattered pearls. Nebulae glow with the birth cries of new stellar children. Black holes lurk in the centers of galaxies warping space, time itself. Yet even these mysterious forces contribute to cosmic balance. See how your solar system is just one tiny speck, orbiting around the galactic center in its grand rotation. It would take 250 million years to complete one full circuit. Yet the motion appears smooth and continuous from this perspective. Time becomes meaningless when measured in such vast scales. Everything happens simultaneously in the eternal now. Expand your vision to encompass the entire universe. Galaxies stretch out in all directions like scattered diamonds. Clusters of galaxies form superstructures that dwarf imagination. Voids exist between these clusters where nothing lives. Yet even emptiness serves a purpose in the cosmic design. The universe breathes in cycles of expansion and contraction. Watch as space itself stretches like elastic fabric. New galaxies form in regions where matter condenses. Old stars explode, seeding the cosmos with heavy elements. The cycle of creation and destruction continues endlessly. Yet from this distance, it all appears perfectly still, as if the universe is holding its breath in anticipation. Now focus on the silence that surrounds everything. True silence exists only in the vacuum between worlds. No sound waves can travel through the empty spaces. Yet somehow this absence of noise feels full rather than empty. Silence becomes a presence rather than an absence, a profound stillness that contains infinite possibilities. Feel how this silence wraps around you like a protective cocoon. It muffles the noise of everyday concerns and distractions, leaving only the essential rhythms of your own existence. Your heartbeat becomes a metronome, marking sacred time. Your breath becomes the tide that moves the ocean of your being. In this silence, you find the source of perfect peace. The velvet darkness of space holds you gently. Like the softest blanket, woven from stardust and dreams. There is no judgment, here no expectations, no demands. Only the pure experience of being alive in this moment. The universe offers itself to you without condition, asking only that you receive it with an open heart. Feel how small you are and how infinitely large at the same time. Your physical form occupies almost no space in the cosmic scheme. Yet your consciousness encompasses the entire universe. You are both the observer and the observed, both the question and the answer to every mystery. In this paradox lies the key to perfect understanding. Now return your attention to the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Feel how each breath brings you deeper into stillness. The air moves through your nostrils like silk through fingers. Cool on the inhale, warm on the exhale. Your lungs fill completely, then empty completely. There is no residue of tension left behind. Your body has learned the language of perfect relaxation. Every muscle fiber releases its grip on effort. Joints settle into their natural alignment without strain. Your spine curves gently like a question mark, pointing inward. There is space between each vertebra, like rungs on a ladder to heaven. You could climb this ladder if you chose to. But there is no need to go anywhere at all. Heaven is already present in this perfect moment. The peace you seek exists nowhere else but here, in the quiet space between your thoughts, in the pause between your heartbeats, in the gap between one breath and the next. Feel how your awareness has settled into this timeless space. Past and future have collapsed into an eternal now. There is only this breath, this heartbeat, this moment. Everything else was just a dream you were having. And now you are awake in the real world. The world where stillness reigns supreme. Let the resonance of perfect peace flow through every cell. Let the hum of universal harmony vibrate in your bones. Let the anchor of this moment hold you steady forever. There is nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. You have arrived at the destination you never left. Home is wherever you choose to rest completely. You begin to notice the gentle pull of gravity, releasing its hold on your thoughts. Each breath draws you deeper into the space between one heartbeat and the next. The habit of thinking too much begins to soften at the edges, like morning mist touched by warm light. You feel the weight of your head resting against invisible support. The coolness spreads from your scalp down through your neck and shoulders. A subtle warmth rises to meet it in the center of your chest, creating perfect balance. This is your sanctuary now, a place where effort dissolves into effortless being. The silence between stars holds you like a cradle made of pure potential. You can feel the infinite expanse surrounding your body without touching it. There is no boundary between where you end and the cosmos begins. Your breathing slows to match the rhythm of distant nebulae spinning in slow motion. With each exhale, you release another layer of the need to control. The muscular tension in your jaw melts away like snow under gentle spring rain. A wave of relief washes through your temples, clearing away mental static. You sink further into this moment that has no beginning and no end. The concept of time becomes meaningless as you discover eternity exists within a single breath. Your heartbeat creates ripples in the fabric of awareness. Each pulse sends waves of calm, radiating outward through your entire being. You are becoming more present than you have ever been before. The problems of the world remain as tiny points of light, far below your consciousness. They cannot reach you here in this space of complete safety. You are protected by layers of peace that grow thicker with each passing moment. Your fingers begin to tingle with the sensation of energy flowing freely through your hands. It feels like warm honey mixed with sparkling water. The sensation travels up your arms and settles in your shoulders. Your shoulder blades relax and spread wide like wings that don't need to fly. You are completely supported by forces beyond your understanding. The earth beneath you exists only as a memory. You float in perfect suspension between what was and what will never be. There is only this eternal now. Your breath becomes slower and more deliberate. You feel the air entering your nostrils as a cool ribbon of possibility. It travels down your throat, bringing with it the promise of renewal. Your lungs expand like balloons filling with liquid starlight. The oxygen infuses every cell with radiant tranquility. As you exhale, you release everything that does not serve your highest good. The out breath carries away old patterns like leaves on an autumn breeze. Your chest rises and falls in perfect harmony with universal rhythms. You become aware of the subtle vibration humming through your bones. It resonates at the frequency of deep healing and restoration. The sound is not heard, but felt as pure comfort traveling through your marrow. Your spine lengthens and straightens naturally without any effort. Energy flows freely from the base of your skull to the crown of your head. You notice how quiet your mind has become. Thoughts drift by like clouds in a clear blue sky. You observe them without attachment, watching them dissolve into the vastness. The habit of thinking too much continues to unravel thread by thread. Each strand releases into the infinite space around you. You feel lighter with every fiber of your being. Your body becomes less solid and more like a collection of gentle sensations. The boundary between physical and ethereal blurs into beautiful uncertainty. You can sense the rotation of planets in distant solar systems. Their gravitational pull creates harmonics that resonate through your energy field. You are connected to everything that exists and everything that could exist. The connection brings profound peace and belonging. Your heart beats with the rhythm of cosmic love. Each contraction sends waves of compassion throughout the universe. You realize you are both infinitely small and impossibly vast. In this paradox, you find perfect stillness. The silence between stars whispers secrets older than time itself. You understand without needing to comprehend. Knowledge flows directly into your cells, bypassing the need for interpretation. You absorb wisdom like a sponge, soaking up pure water. Your nervous system calms to match the frequency of ancient forests. You can feel the steady pulse of life, continuing unchanged for millennia. Your individual concerns fade into the background like distant music. What remains is the essential truth of who you are. You begin to remember that you are made of the same stuff as stars. The carbon in your body was forged in stellar furnaces billions of years ago. You carry the memory of supernovas in your very atoms. This realization fills you with cosmic dignity and purpose. Your breath slows even further as you integrate this understanding. The air moves through your lungs like sacred incense, Each molecule carries the essence of creation itself. You taste infinity on the tip of your tongue. Your awareness expands beyond the limits of your physical form. You can sense the dreams of sleeping animals across the planet. Their peaceful rest mirrors your own state of complete surrender. You send them waves of loving energy that enhances their tranquility. The cycle of giving and receiving flows naturally, without depletion. You understand that true abundance comes from being rather than having. This insight settles into your bones like a warm blanket on a winter night. You feel completely nourished by simply existing in this moment. The problems of the world continue to recede into insignificance. They cannot touch the core of your being, which exists beyond all circumstances. You rest in the knowledge that everything is exactly as it should be. Chaos transforms into order when viewed from this level of consciousness. Your heartbeat synchronizes with the rhythm of ocean waves lapping at shorelines. The sound echoes through your chest cavity, creating internal harmony. You feel the salt spray of distant seas kissing your skin. The cool moisture refreshes you from the outside in. Your body temperature stabilizes at the perfect point for deep relaxation. You are neither too hot nor too cold. You simply are in perfect thermal balance. This physical comfort reflects the emotional equilibrium you have achieved. Your thoughts become as soft as feathers, drifting on warm air. Even the memory of stress fades, like footprints in sand, erased by tide. You smile, inwardly knowing that peace is your natural state. Everything else was just a temporary costume you wore for a brief performance. Now you return to your authentic self, the real you that existed before birth and will continue after death. You recognize this timeless aspect of yourself with complete certainty. It shines with the brilliance of 1,000 suns, yet remains perfectly gentle. Your breath becomes so subtle that you almost forget you are breathing. Air flows through your body like a river through a peaceful valley. There are no obstacles to interrupt the smooth flow of existence. You glide through reality like a fish through crystal clear water. The sensation of floating intensifies as your connection to Earth loosens. You rise gently above the concerns of physical survival. Your needs are met by the universe itself, without any effort on your part. You trust completely in the intelligence that governs all things. Your body relaxes into perfect alignment with natural law. Every muscle releases its last bit of residual tension. Your joints settle into positions of maximum comfort. You become a living example of what complete surrender looks like. The silence between stars embraces you with maternal tenderness. You feel the unconditional love that permeates all of creation. It wraps around your soul like silk warmed by summer sun. You melt into this embrace, allowing yourself to be completely held. Your individual identity softens and merges with the collective consciousness. You experience unity without losing your unique essence. You are both one with everything and perfectly yourself. This paradox resolves into simple truth that requires no explanation. Your awareness expands to encompass multiple dimensions simultaneously. Past, present, and future align in perfect synchronization. You see that all experiences serve the greater unfolding of consciousness. Even challenges become opportunities for growth, disguised as obstacles. Your breathing slows to match the rhythm of planetary rotation. Each inhale draws in the wisdom of ancient civilizations. Each exhale releases the lessons learned through countless lifetimes. You carry within you the accumulated knowledge of human evolution. Yet you remain fresh and innocent, like a child seeing the world for the first time. Your perspective shifts from personal to universal. You view your life from the vantage point of cosmic intelligence. All events appear as brushstrokes in a masterpiece painted across eternity. The problems of the world shrink to microscopic proportions. They cannot disturb the deep peace that anchors your consciousness. You have found the still point at the center of all movement. From here, you can observe the dance of existence without being swept away. Your heart opens to receive unlimited love from Source. The energy flows through your chest like warm golden light. It fills every chamber of your being with radiant joy. You glow from within like a lantern, illuminating the path home. Your connection to Nico tide strengthens with each passing moment. His benevolent presence guides you deeper into states of healing frequencies. You feel his support as a constant stream of encouragement. He reminds you that you are exactly where you need to be. Your body becomes increasingly transparent to higher vibrations. Physical density dissolves, revealing the luminous being within. You shine with inner light that grows brighter as you descend deeper. The light emanates from your core, spreading outward in all directions. Your breath becomes synchronized with the pulse of quantum fields. You inhale pure potential and exhale manifested reality. Creation flows through you effortlessly, without strain or struggle. You participate in the ongoing miracle of existence itself. The habit of thinking too much finally releases its grip entirely. Mental chatter fades into blissful silence. You rest in pure awareness, beyond the need for conceptual understanding. Knowledge flows directly from source, without filtering through limited perception. You float in perfect suspension between waking and sleeping. Consciousness expands to fill the space between heartbeats. Time becomes elastic stretching to accommodate infinite experience. You live fully in each microsecond of eternal presence. The problems of the world exist only in the realm of relative reality. Here in absolute consciousness, they cannot penetrate your peace. You dwell in the sanctuary of unshakable stillness. Nothing external can disturb the perfection of your inner world. Your awareness merges with the infinite silence between stars. You become one with the void that contains all possibilities. From this place of pure potential, you create your reality consciously. Intention flows from your being like water, finding its natural course. Your breath carries the power of manifestation on each cycle. You inhale divine inspiration and exhale creative expression. The universe responds to your presence with abundant grace. You attract exactly what serves your highest evolution. The problems of the world transform into stepping stones for awakening. You see clearly that separation was always an illusion. All beings are connected in the web of infinite consciousness. Compassion flows naturally from this recognition of fundamental unity. Your heart beats in perfect harmony with the cosmic rhythm. Love emanates from your core like ripples on a perfect pond. Each wave carries healing frequencies to every corner of creation. You become a beacon of peace in an ever-changing world. Your consciousness expands to encompass all of existence. You experience the interconnectedness of all life forms. The boundaries between self and other dissolve completely. You realize that serving others is simply expressing your true nature. Your breathing slows to match the rhythm of galactic spirals. You inhale the wisdom of ages and exhale the gift of presence. Time loses all meaning as you merge with eternal now. You exist in the space between one breath and the next, forever. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. Feel how the thoughts that were moving through your mind just moments ago are beginning to slow down. There is no rush here. No need to hold on to anything at all. Just let everything become still. The sounds around you begin to fade into the background, like distant echoes. You might hear them still, but they no longer pull your attention. They simply exist where they are while you move deeper into this space of quiet. Your breathing has already begun to deepen without effort. Each breath flows in and out with such ease now, carrying away any tension that may have been resting in your chest or shoulders, letting it dissolve like mist under gentle sunlight. The weight of your body settles more fully into whatever is supporting you, whether that's a chair or a bed, or even just the ground beneath you. You are held perfectly, taken care of completely. There is nothing for you to figure out right now. Nothing for you to fix or change or push toward completion. Everything can wait. This moment belongs entirely to rest. Imagine if you could feel the warmth that lives behind your eyes, a soft golden glow spreading gently outward from within, warming not just your face, but your whole head, filling every small space between your thoughts with calm. That same warmth moves slowly down through your neck, easing any tightness there, allowing your jaw to release, your tongue to rest easy against the bottom of your mouth. And now imagine that golden light flowing further downward, through your shoulders and arms, loosening each muscle one by one until your hands feel completely relaxed, as though they've never had to grip or strain or carry anything heavy at all. Now it moves along your torso, warming your heart center first before continuing down, past your stomach, past your hips, all the way to the tips of your toes. Every part of you touched by this quiet heat. Not hot, but deeply comforting. Like being wrapped in a blanket made of late afternoon sunlight. And as this sensation fills you up, notice how much quieter your inner voice becomes. How few thoughts remain. Those that do come and go without sticking. Just drifting past like leaves floating downstream. None of them needing to be caught or examined. None of them requiring any response from you. You are entering a space beyond thinking, beyond planning, beyond doing. A place where simply being is enough. Where time moves differently. Where minutes stretch like honey. Slow and sweet and smooth. You do not have to measure this time. You do not have to track it. It holds you instead. Guides you gently forward without ever pulling you anywhere at all. There is something ancient about this feeling. Something familiar buried deep in your bones. As though you've returned to a place you once knew very well. A room you haven't visited in years, but still remember clearly, where everything feels exactly as it should, where safety isn't something you hope for, but something you recognize instantly. And here in this recognition, you understand that peace was never lost, only forgotten for a little while, like a favorite song playing softly in another room, easy to miss when you're busy, but always there waiting to remind you. And now you are remembering again, feeling again what it means to truly rest, to trust the rhythm of your own breath, to let go of control without falling, because you are not falling. You are sinking safely, slowly, into the kind of stillness that heals, that listens to what your body needs most, that speaks directly to parts of you that rarely get heard. Your heartbeat slows naturally, not forced, but guided by this new silence, by this deepening sense of trust. And as it slows, so too does the pace of your thoughts, until even those begin to thin out, leaving only the sound of yourself, breathing, resting, being. And maybe now you notice a subtle vibration, something humming quietly just below the surface of things, too soft to disturb, but present enough to offer support. This is not a sound you need to focus on, nor one you should try to identify. It simply exists alongside you, a companion in stillness, something that continues whether you pay attention or not, working quietly beneath the surface, helping your nervous system find its natural balance. You don't have to do anything with it. Just knowing it's there brings relief, brings comfort, brings home the truth that healing happens without effort. When we stop trying so hard, when we allow ourselves to receive rather than constantly give. And giving feels good too, but not when it comes at the cost of exhaustion, not when it pulls you away from this essential connection to self. Here in this space, you remember who you really are, not the roles you play, not the tasks you complete, but the quiet presence behind all of it, the steady observer, the one who watches the world turn without having to spin along with it. And watching feels different here, less urgent, more compassionate, as though seeing clearly includes forgiving everything you've misunderstood, including yourself, especially yourself, for the ways you've tried to be perfect, tried to meet impossible standards, tried to prove worth through action alone. But worth doesn't require proof. It simply is. Like the sun behind clouds, shining regardless of visibility. And today, right now, you are choosing to step back into that light, not because you earned it, but because it was always yours, waiting patiently for you to say yes. Yes to rest. Yes to healing. Yes to coming home. And saying yes feels good, doesn't it? Like opening a window after a long winter. Fresh air rushing in, clearing out what no longer serves, making space for what wants to grow. And growth happens best in stillness, in the spaces between actions, in the pauses between decisions, in the silence between words. So let yourself linger here, in the pause, in the pause, in the pause, because this is not an ending. It is a beginning, a reconnection, a return to what matters most. And what matters most cannot be rushed, cannot be measured, cannot be taken from you. It travels with you wherever you go, waits patiently whenever life gets loud, remembers you when you forget yourself. And this is why you can trust letting go. BEC, a USE Chinese letter D, OES, not mean losing. It means trusting what remains, what stays steady even when everything else shifts, what knows the way back to center, even after wandering far from shore. And perhaps you are beginning to sense that shore now, not as a destination, but as a feeling, a knowing, a return to wholeness. And returning feels good, like slipping into bed after a long day, like wrapping your arms around someone you love, like taking the first sip of water after thirst. And yet none of these comparisons quite capture it, because this feeling is uniquely yours, a language spoken only by your soul. And your soul understands this language perfectly. It has since the beginning, since long before words were needed, before explanations, before expectations, before anything but breath and being existed. And that's what this is. Breath and being. Nothing more complicated than that. But also nothing less sacred. Nothing less necessary. Nothing less true. And as you continue to sink deeper into this understanding, you may find that the boundary between self and silence begins to blur, that the line between listener and listened to dissolves, because both are you. Both belong to the same whole, and that whole is unbroken, unshakable, undisturbed by the noise of the world, even as the world keeps turning, even as responsibilities call, even as people ask things of you. This core remains untouched, unchanged, unchanging. And that's important to remember, because tomorrow will bring its own demands, its own questions, its own versions of uncertainty. But tonight, you are learning how to hold onto this steadiness, how to carry it forward, how to access it again whenever you choose. Because it's not gone when you open your eyes. It's simply folded into the background, ready to rise whenever summoned, like a favorite melody, one you know by heart, one that brings instant comfort just hearing it in your mind. And that's what this practice becomes over time. Not a performance, not a routine, but a relationship with the part of you that never changes, the part that remains safe, regardless of circumstance, regardless of outcome. And relationships take time to develop, but they also deepen with repetition, with intention, with patience. And you are showing all of those qualities now. Just by being here. Just by listening. Just by allowing yourself to receive. And receiving feels good, doesn't it? Like finally accepting help when you've been struggling alone. Like finally saying yes when someone offers kindness. Like finally stopping to appreciate beauty instead of rushing past it. And that appreciation grows stronger each time you return. Becomes easier to access. Becomes second nature. Until eventually, it's not something you have to seek, but something you naturally embody, naturally radiate, naturally share with others without even realizing it. Because peace spreads best when it's effortless, when it flows from abundance rather than scarcity. And you are abundant, more than you realize, more than you've been told, more than you've believed. And believing it is the first step toward living it, toward becoming it. So thank you for taking this step. Thank you for making this choice. Thank you for trusting the process. And now, as we near the end of our time together, know that the resonance doesn't stop when the words do. It continues its work while you rest, while you dream, while you wake. Your body knows what to do with this. Trust it. And this peace is always here, whenever you need it, whenever you want to return to this feeling. It will be waiting, like a favorite blanket, like a door that's always unlocked. Sleep now. Until we meet again in the quiet.